Hey guys, happy Friday. I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to check in to see how everything is going. So my goal for you guys for this week was to get you focused on 3 tasks. The first one was movement, and for most of us that's a daily walk. The second is food, and for this you had a choice between writing down all the things that you're eating throughout the day or focusing on getting protein in with each meal. And then for the third item, it's just choosing a healthy habit. I would love to hear how that's going for you guys. I'd love to know what healthy habit you chose. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I can't wait to see how you're all doing. So for this weekend, I have a task for you. This is something that I think will be really helpful and also maybe a little bit challenging. So what I want you to do is to spend some time thinking about your ideal self. So this is the person that you aspire to be, the person that embodies your values and your goals, and hopefully the person that you're working toward as you take on something like this 8-week challenge. And what I really want you to do is kind of get into the headspace of the person that you want to be, right? Whether you're far away from that or pretty close to that, I just want you to kind of spend some time thinking about who that person is. And so to help you with this, I've put together a list of prompts. And so what the prompts are questions that you can ask yourself to help you think about what type of person that you really are aspiring or working toward. When you're working on this, do it in your journal, take some time. It may take you a couple of days. It may not be something that is just really easy for you to get out, or maybe it's something that is easy for you. It can be a list, it can be a narrative, it really doesn't matter. You can draw pictures, anything goes. There's no wrong way to go about this. So I'll tell you, when I did this recently, it was actually a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. And so I sat down and I got out my notebook and I was gonna write down a list of things that I felt like really embody the person that I'm working toward, because I feel like we're always working towards something, right? And I had a few things written down and then I kind of just went blank. And so I put it aside and I went and did some other things. I walked my dog and I did some other stuff. But later on in the day, later on in the week, I got more ideas and I got more thoughts. And so I really want you to feel like you can take your time, do a little bit, come back to it. It really is a little more challenging than I anticipated. But the reason we're doing this is when we get ourselves more familiar with where we're going. You know, sometimes we do things like a challenge and we're just like, oh, well, I'm going to eat healthy and I'm going to do more movement and, you know, all these specific things, but we don't necessarily know where we're going. But if we take the time to really get to know where we're headed and what we want our ideal self to be like, it really helps us frame some of the decisions that we make, the reasons why we do things, and it helps us to say, hey, this might be tough in the moment, but it really helps me understand why and where I'm headed. And it also helps you say, okay, this one thing is maybe not worthwhile. This maybe isn't worth my time, but this other thing is. And so I'm going to incorporate this and maybe leave that kind of for another time or for something else. So I'd love to know what questions you have. So take some time, write down the details of your ideal self, and have an amazing weekend. All right, guys, take care.